Monday, July 27th, another beautiful day for some baseball, and we just fully swept on Sunday right here on the channel. We're going to run it back for you guys right here on Monday, where I'm going to tell you the best player props on that entire slate in the MLB. I'm going to tell you my favorite player to send one out of the park, and then we're going to go on over to the sports books, where I'm going to tell you exactly who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that right here in this video. So if that sounds good to you, let's go.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we start breaking down all the best player props on the slate for Monday, and before we even dive in and talk about what we did on Sunday, go on ahead and smash that like button for me. 100 likes on this video. We'll be giving away $100 once again because we cashed Sunday's Sportsbook Play of the Day, and we're going to try to run it back for you right here in the video. So make sure you're smashing that like button for me. While you're down there, go on ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a free play drop. We do these every single day, handing out banger after banger, and we'll be here all MLB season and beyond. But with all of that being said, the single most important thing that you can do for yourself is going down below, finding the link tree, so that way you can lock in all of these plays for absolutely free. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, and I really hope I don't get in trouble on YouTube for that QR code. I don't know how to get rid of it, but they don't like when you share links. Hopefully that doesn't count, but this is the link tree. Stan Store broke up with me, and now we're on over here at the link tree, where you can get bonus free plays every single day, MLB cheat sheets, all that good stuff every single day. Right there at the top, more free plays. It'll also be in the pinned comments. Now, how to lock these plays in for free? All you got to do is download Kalshi. Use code FFAPE. You'll get a $500, up to a $500 welcome bonus when you deposit only $25. It's a randomizer. It gives you a random amount. We did it the other night for my wife, and she got $250, and we only deposited $25. So take advantage. Kalshi's legal in all 50 states. Just make sure you're signing up with code FFAPE. Take a screenshot when you deposit using that code. Send it to the number at the bottom of the screen, and you'll also get a free 30 days of premium. You get a free 30 days per sign up on any one of these great apps. But the two that I have to recommend the most is Prizepicks, because you bet 5, you get 50 with code FFAPE. And on top of all of that, you'll get great discounted lines and that free 30 days of premium. And we lock in every single Tuesday. We give all the taco plays away over on Winible, that top link, for absolutely free. The other one, you got to go get your free $20. You sign up for Sleeper with code FFAPE, and you get $20, and you don't even have to deposit, which is insane. When you do deposit, you get a $100 deposit match and that free 30 days. Just like I said, remember to take a screenshot and send it to that number at the bottom of the screen so I can get you hooked up with that free 30 days. Now, before we get diving into the recap and all the free plays, we have one last thing that we have to say. Gambling involves significant risks. There are no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. We do receive a commission for signups made through those links. You get great promos, lock in these plays, you get the free 30 days, so go take advantage of that, and it's a great way to support the channel. All right, now let's talk about what we did on Sunday. It was glorious, sweeping the free plays. We had Jacob Misiworski. I told you guys I liked him for 10. He got 12 in that game, mowing him down. He had over 103 miles an hour 33 times that game. That is crazy work. He beat his own record of 14 by a long shot. Probably the best pitcher in the MLB, ladies and gentlemen. Going up against one of the worst teams in the MLB. Absolute lock of the century right there. And then we had Kyle Schwarber to absolutely destroy. He ended up with more, but destroy the New York Yankees. I loved Philadelphia in this spot to avoid the sweep with Chris Sanchez on the mound. Cody Bellinger's now on the IL. The Yankees are crumbling. Philly looking to stay hot, stay relevant. Absolutely slaughter. I think the end score was like 11-4 Philadelphia, and Kyle Schwarber was a major factor in that game, cashing us out here $250 to win $525 on that one. And this was the free sportsbook play of the day over on Kalshi. We had Milwaukee Brewers to win, absolute lock. And then the Phillies, like I said, one of my favorite plays in the day. We gave them 1.5, did not have to. Just didn't want to get greedy with you guys, but you could have easily taken them just to win and doubled up your money here. I was fine with eating a little bit of juice and taking the 140 when we bet just $75. Our unit size on our Kalshi challenge is currently $50. So this was a 1.5 unit play for you guys for absolutely free. And then we absolutely destroyed everything in premium. We had over 8.5 runs scored in the Angels San Francisco Giants game to not score over 8.5, rather. See the little no right there. $50 to win 94 on that one. We had Tampa Bay to win. They did in so inglorious fashion, $50 to 85. And we had Philadelphia, another hammer. This was my favorite play of the day. 75 to win 119. Kind of mad at myself because I was going to take the Brewers, but it wasn't really worth it with the payout. And I was going to add Mlb there for like 6 strikeouts just to make it almost even money. Didn't do it. My apologies to Premium. But we absolutely loved everything we put out for you guys today on Sunday, and it was a massive day. Now, this is simply just because people have commented, not on YouTube, but they have let it be known that they think I don't gamble a lot of money. And one, I don't really know why that matters. As long as I'm handing out winning slips. You guys do realize, like, all those guys you follow on Instagram, they're either photoshopping or not even placing the bets. They're doing whatever. You found one of the legit guys. I do gamble real money. I don't see the point of showing all these big bets all the time. I might even start just getting rid of that wager and paid line. I think there's a toggle over on DraftKings where you can get rid of that. But like I said, our Kalshi challenge, our unit size 50, I obviously hammered the Phillies. I absolutely love them. And this is the bulk of how I make my money, not just content creation. It is actually sports betting. So we had the Phillies there. And then we had Jacob Mlb for 10 plus strikeouts. We went a little bit lighter on this one. Didn't know. I mean, I loved the play, but the risk, didn't know if it was fully there. But at $20 to win a full unit and some change there, we absolutely had to take him to get 10 strikeouts. And like I said, I liked him a lot. So I threw 270 on there in my DraftKings account as well to win 731. Absolutely love everything about this kid. And I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves correct, the Yankees let him go, which is crazy. Imagine that pitching rotation with Max Fried, Garrett Cole, Jacob Mlb. Insane. We would have had the best. I mean, I still think we have an elite pitching staff on the New York Yankees, but that would have been hands down the best pitching staff in the entirety of the MLB. But whatever. I'm not the GM of the Yankees. Maybe I should be. Let's get into the free plays for you guys on Monday. Let's get cooking. I love what I'm seeing with this slate. A lot of lackluster pitchers on the mound. Let's take advantage. Let's capitalize. Let's talk about it. Player prop number 1, we're going with Corbin Carroll here, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's only done this in 13 of his last 29. Not even half the time has he gone over this line. But he's done relatively well since the All-Star break, I might add. I absolutely love what he's been putting together. 50% there. But he's had some real big blowout games, and I think he's going to get one of those on Monday night against Pittsburgh and Mitch Keller on the mound down there. He's averaging that 2.0, which we don't mind. And as you can see here, he is 1 for 8 with just that one home run against Mitch Keller. Do I think he could hit a home run on Monday? Sure. Is he my favorite? No. But I do like him to get over this 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's currently batting at 206 against those righties, but as you can see, the lefties do a little bit better there against Mitch Keller with a nice 278. And all the metrics that we care about are there, and some metrics that I keep in the background are there as well. He hits the ball hard, gets great barrel percentage. He, like I said, hits the ball hard. His exit velocity, 89.5, not too shabby. Gets some decent contact there with 71.1. Now, Mitch Keller can limit some contact, but I do like Corbin Carroll to get on. I also like the Arizona Diamondbacks to score a decent amount of runs in this game, which bodes very, very well for this kind of prop here. We love hits, runs, and RBIs. We're taking Corbin Carroll there for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And right there in that same game, I think Brandon Lowe's going to have a day. I think he's going to absolutely destroy Merrill Kelly. I think this is going to be a little bit of a back and forth. I do have the slight edge going to the Diamondbacks, but I think the Pirates are still going to show up. As you can see, 11 of his last 20. When you go to the 10, he's 6 of his last 10. Had a bad series against the New York Yankees, but that's neither here nor there. He's going up against Merrill Keller now. Merrill Kelly is not elite. He's 2 for 3 against him in his career so far. 5 total bases with a nice home run. He is my favorite player on Monday to hit a home run. He hits the ball hard. Brandon Lowe is a sensational athlete. He's got a 13.2 barrel percentage, 90.3 exit velocity. Doesn't get a ton of contact, but when he does, he sends the ball flying. I like him. If he doesn't get a home run, he's going to probably get a double. So for all you guys that love the total base prop, go on ahead and take over 1.5, but I love him here in this spot, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and he is our official favorite player on Monday to hit a home run. Another player I do kind of like to get a home run, a guy that surprises a lot of people when he does it, because he's not a big name by any stretch of the imagination. Why is he not popping up? Brandon Lowe's cousin, I don't know if they're actually related. We're taking Nathaniel Lowe from the Reds. The Reds, my favorite team, my favorite matchup on the day. We love the Reds on Monday, going up against Slade Cecconi of the Guardians. I think Nathan Lowe's going to show up. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you, you could throw a dart at the Reds roster. You could take Elly De La Cruz, Sal Stewart, put him on other parlays, but I really like Nathaniel Lowe. I don't think people talk about him enough, so here I am making sure he's talked about. As you can see here in his last 10 games since that All-Star break, 6 of his last 10 with some monster output as well. We love him to continue that trend for us right here. Just had a fantastic series against the Cardinals. Like him to pick right back up on that on Monday down in Cincinnati. Now he's going up against Slade Cecconi, like I said. He's 2 for 4, and wouldn't you know it, he's got a home run against them already. 6 total bases as well, so he's got a nice double, nice home run, and just 4 at bats. Not really something I'm like holding my hat on here. I mean, 4 plate appearances, he might as well have never faced him before. But I do like the fact that he's gotten a couple hits off of him, and the fact that both of them were extra base hits. He's got a nice 270 against those righties, and against the lefties, Slade gives up a 280. I think that's great metrics for us in this one. Nice slugging percentage. Hits the ball hard. When he gets a hold of that ball, it goes flying. He's got quite a bit of home runs here already on the season. Gets tremendous barrel percentage. Makes contact a ton. Like I said, Nathaniel Lowe's not talked about enough. You could take Elly De La Cruz. You could take Sal Stewart. I really like Nathan Lowe in this one to have an absolute banger of a game. Now, next. And I almost feel bad doing it because we take him just about every video. But I do like the Nationals to score a lot of runs. I think this one's going to be a back-and-forth game. I think the Nationals might spoil Max Scherzer here on the mound. We're going to take James Wood, once again, right here on the channel, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. 3.5 in the last 20 is what he's averaging on this line. 14 of his last 20. Now, he's about 50% since the All-Star break. Like him to start picking up momentum once again. You got to remember, he was a little bit banged up. That's why he didn't do the home run derby. That's why he didn't play too much in the All-Star game. He was a little bit banged up. I think he's going to start returning to form here towards the later half of July, early August, and really start cooking once again. This is a great young roster on the Nationals, and I love James Wood here on Monday. Think they might surprise the Blue Jays on Monday as well. We like James Wood in this one, as you can see. First meeting against Max Scherzer, but all the metrics are there. We already know that James Wood can hit the ball out of the park at any given moment. As you can see, 60.2% hard hit percentage, 94.4 exit velocity. That barrel percentage through the roof as well. I love him in this matchup. We had to talk about him. Max Scherzer also against those lefties, nice 322 batting average. I think this one's going to be a relatively higher scoring game. I love James Wood to be a part of all of that fun. We're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And I'm going to be honest with you, before we start breaking down these pitcher props, I'm not really in love with any of these. I don't know if you'd even want to take them. Maybe some parlay pieces, but we like to break down some pitcher props for you guys. I think the best one on the day is Zach Wheeler for his 6.5 strikeouts, -132. Very reasonable price there against a team who's relatively middle of the pack, but Zach Wheeler, he's got tremendous strikeout stuff. Now, Chris Sanchez, we liked him for strikeouts. I don't even know if he hit. I can't really remember what I said, but he got 6 strikeouts yesterday. I think his line might have been 7.5. I might have told you to bump it down a little bit for a parlay piece. Kind of telling you to do that again in this one, but a little bit difference of pitching styles. Zach Wheeler's actually more of a strikeout artist, believe it or not, than Chris Sanchez. Chris Sanchez is more of a guy that gets guys to hit grounders and pop out. Zach Wheeler definitely has some great whiff capabilities in here in this one. Now, as you can see, he did great against the Dodgers, great against the Tigers, who we absolutely loathe at this point. We're taking them all weekend long. They never came through for us. I absolutely cannot stand them. They are on the banned list for the rest of the season. I don't care if they start getting good. They cannot hit the ball, and they are garbage. They do not hit when the runners are in scoring position. position. They have atrocious averages when runners are in scoring position. We're staying away. But like I said, Zach Wheeler, 10, 14, 10, 9. I think he can continue that trend against the team right there in the middle of the pack down in Miami against the Marlins. As you can see here, 141 plate appearances against them within the last 3 seasons, 44 strikeouts. Very familiar with this roster, and an elite strikeout percentage, 30.8. Now, like I said, Marlins middle of the pack, 21%, but I do think Zach Wheeler's got the stuff, the knockout power to get over this 6.5 line. If you wanted to knock it down to 5.5, go on ahead and do so. That was going to be the only pitcher prop that I brought up in this one, but since we're here, I guess I'll give you the next one that I like, and that would be Chase Burns. We went with the Hunter Green Reds pitcher the other day, let us down. I think Chase Burns might be in store for a relatively decent game in this one. Now, he hasn't hit this line in 3 straight games, 4, 2, and 6, not doing much striking out at all. But I think he's due for a little bit of a blow up here. I don't see him going 4 games in a row without hitting this line. I do like him to get at the very least 6. If you wanted to take it down super low, the odds are still pretty decent for a parlay piece at -142. You can go on ahead and grab him for 4.5 as well. But we like Chase Burns against the Guardians. Again, not in love with any of these pitcher props, just simply a parlay piece. Maybe get your own mind churning, and Chase Burns has got to be on our radar with that 28.6 strikeout percentage against the Guardians there down in Cincinnati. That's what we have for our pitcher props. Back to giving away money right here on the channel. We had a couple days where we didn't give away any money because we kept on taking the Tigers. It was like bashing my head against the wall. Guys, I apologize. Like I said, you won't see the Tigers on here for quite a while. If we do, it'll be a money line with maybe Scooball on the mound. But they did not do what I thought they were going to do in this series, and they definitely cannot hit the ball. So we're going to stay a little bit away from them in the near future, probably all the way until October. Well, they won't even play in October, but you know what I mean. Let's give away this $100 and pick a nice winner here for our Sunday night video. We had over 36 comments. You guys got to rack those comments up. Remember, like the video, comment so you're in the running. And while we're here, while we're talking about it, go on ahead and watch this into its entirety. I just want to thank whoever watches this from start to finish. No fast forwarding, no skipping ahead. YouTube takes watch time as their highest graded metric for the algorithm. So I want to thank you for everyone that is watching this whole entire video. If you can't, I understand, but I definitely wanted to take the time to thank everybody who's watching from start to finish. Gaming Production 68, sup bro? Great comment. You won $100. Maybe be a little bit more excited next time. But hit up my line. Just take a screenshot of your home screen on YouTube so I know that it's you. Send it on over to me. Give me your Cash App, Venmo, whatever, and I'll get you that $100. That reminds me, it's been a little bit since I checked that phone, so make sure you send it over, and I'll get back to you. I'll try to run through all the messages tomorrow. And here we go. This is our official 2-man. This one's a 2.8x payout. We got Corbin Carroll over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And the reason the payout's so high, because nobody puts no respect on Nathaniel Lowe. We're taking him all day. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Love these two together for our nice 2.8x cash out there on Prizepicks, where you play 5, get 50 instantly with code FFAPE and that free 30 days. Remember to send it to the number below. And next, we're trading over on Kalshi for the Sportsbook Play of the Day. You trade 25, you get up to $500. Like I said, it's a randomizer. You can get anywhere from 25 to 500. Go take advantage. Use code FFAPE, legal in all 50 states. And we're going with Cincinnati. I love them in this one. I love the Reds. I'll eat some juice. I don't care. $100, 2-unit play to win $160. $60 of profit on that one. If and when this one cashes, we'll be doing another $100 giveaway. And before I forget, go get your free $20 on Sleeper. Code FFAPE. You don't even have to deposit. When you deposit, you get a $100 deposit match and then free 30 days. I'll see you in the next free played video.